Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we are going to solve this given quadratic equation that involves the factorials at the denominator, as you can see over here. And here's our quadratic equation: 1 divided by 6 factorials plus x divided by 7 factorials equal to x squared divided by 8 factorials. And we are going to solve for x values. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Before we proceed any further, let's talk about the factorials. And the factorial is represented by the exclamation sign. I'm going to give you one example. How about 3 factorials? 3 factorial could be written as 3 times 2 times 1. And now 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. So therefore 3 factorial is going to be equal to 6. And now let's focus on this 8 factorial at the denominator. I can write down 8 factorial. That could be written as 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And we could also write this 8 factorial as 8 times 7 times 6 factorial. And we can stop at any point as long as we leave the factorial on. Let me give you one more example. 8 factorial could be also written as 8 times 7 factorial as well. And now let's focus on this equation once again. 8 factorial equals to 8 times 7 times 6 factorial. And I have copied it down over here. And now we can see 8 times 7 is 56. So therefore 8 factorial could be written as equal to 56 times 6 factorial. And now we are going to divide both sides by 56. This 56 and 56 is gone. So therefore 6 factorial turns out to be equal to 8 factorial divided by 56. And on the left hand side, 6 factorial could be written as 6 factorial divided by 1. And now we are going to flip both sides over. So therefore if we put the reciprocal of that one, that is going to be 1 divided by 6 factorial is going to be equal to the reciprocal of this one is going to be 56 divided by 8 factorial. And now let's focus on this next equation. 8 factorial equals to 8 times 7 factorial. And here I have copied it down. And now I am going to isolate 7 factorial. So therefore I'm going to divide this side by 8 and likewise the left hand side by 8 as well. So therefore we can see this 8 and 8 is gone. So therefore 7 factorial is going to be equal to 8 factorial divided by 8. And now on the left hand side 7 factorial could be written as 7 factorial divided by 1. It doesn't make any difference whatsoever. And now we are going to flip both sides over. So the reciprocal of the left hand side is going to be 1 divided by 7 factorial is going to be equal to, we are going to take the reciprocal of this one as well. So that is going to be 8 divided by 8 factorial. And now let's revert our attention back to this quadratic equation. I'm going to tweak this term. I can write x divided by 7 factorial as 1 divided by 7 factorial times x, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus on this first term, 1 divided by 6 factorial. And from here we can see 1 divided by 6 factorial could be written as 56 divided by 8 factorial. So therefore I'm going to replace this first term with 56 divided by 8 factorial. And now let's focus on this middle term, 1 divided by 7 factorial. And we know our 1 divided by 7 factorial could be written as 8 divided by 8 factorial. So therefore I'm going to replace this by 8 divided by 8 factorial. So therefore I'm going to replace that one with 56 divided by 8 factorial, plus I'm going to replace this 1 divided by 7 factorial with 8 divided by 8 factorial, and then we got x, so I'm going to put x next to this one, equals to, on the right hand side we got x square divided by 8 factorial. And now we can see we got 8 factorial at the denominator across the board. So therefore these denominators are gone across the board. So therefore we are ended up with 56 plus 8x equal to x square. And now I'm going to move each and every term on the other side. So therefore we are ended up with x square minus 8x minus 56 equal to 0. So thus we are ended up with this quadratic equation, and we are going to solve this one by using the quadratic formula. And here's our well-known quadratic formula. And here we can see our coefficient a equals to 1, our coefficient b equals to -8, and finally our constant c is -56. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this quadratic formula. So we got x equal to minus, and b is -8 plus r minus the square root of b square is going to be -8 square minus 4 times a is 1 and c is -56 all over 2 times a is 1. And here in this next term, negative and negative makes a +8 over here, and here -8 square is 64, and -4 times -56 is going to give us 224. And now we can see if we add these two numbers, that is going to give us 288. So therefore x could be written as 8 plus r minus square root of 288 divided by 2. And now let's focus on this radical part. I can write down square root of 288, and 288 could be written as 144 times 2. So therefore we can break it down as square root of 144 times square root of 2. And now we can see the square root of 144 is 12. So therefore this could be written as 12 times square root of 2. So therefore I can replace this whole radical with 12 times square root of 2, as you can see in this next step. And now in this next step I can write this x equal to 8 divided by 2 plus r minus 12 times square root of 2 divided by 2 as well. And if we reduce these ones, we can write x equal to 4 plus r minus 6 times square root 2. And now we are going to split these positive and negative signs. As you can see in this next step, we are ended up with x equal to 4 plus 6 times square root of 2, and the other value of x is 4 minus 6 times square root of 2 as well. So thus our solution has got two x values. As you can see, our first x value is 4 plus 6 times square root of 2, and our other x value is 4 minus square root of 2, and that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.